Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Retro Smash TV, the channel where we collect video games on a shoestring budget. We go to the car boot sales, we pick up absolute bargains, underpriced video games that we can flip on or trade into CEX. Well, it was bound to happen sooner or later, but my run of good fortune at the car boot sales had to come to an end. Unfortunately, this weekend's car boot sale was an absolute bust. We went to 3 different car boot sales and we only walked away with 4 items, and I spent a grand total of £6 to get a return in CEX credit or CEX voucher of just £15. Was it worth it? No, it wasn't. But these things even out over time. You have your good weekends, you have your bad weekends, but it won't deter me. It was just a little frustrating having gone to 3 different car boot sales. But these things happen, and on this channel we show you the reality of game hunting, the reality of flipping games and building collections. It's not all massive, huge hauls. I know some of you out there that might not have the budget that some of these big YouTubers have, where they go out and do these mega hauls. That's not this channel. If you like that sort of thing, that's up to you. But for me, it's all about building up my collection. And as you can see, I've been saying for a while, I want to add to my Nintendo Switch collection. That's already sick. It's there. That's it all in its glory. I have 86 games in total. And this side of the room is the ones where we're adding 100 more to that already sick collection. So over the coming weeks, I'll showcase this off so you guys can see it. I'm not just bullshitting. That is a sick collection. And I'm only adding even more bangers to the Nintendo Switch collection here. So I hope you're enjoying the journey. And if you do, make sure you hit that subscribe button. So this episode is car boot foul, but CEX win. So what I'm going to do is I will show you what we picked up at the car boot sale, and then I'll show you the delivery that CEX just delivered. I'm well excited for these games, and I'll go through the reasons why, and we will put them on this side of the room. So let's get into the car boot sale. So as I said, I spent a total of £6. 5 of that was spent on 2 Nintendo DS games, and they trade in for £4 and £5, so £9 in total. And that is Final Fantasy on the Nintendo DS, and I've had this a couple of times, Nintendogs on the Nintendo DS. So yeah, not much in way of credit, but we can flip these in. And also we picked up Steven Seagal DVD box set, the Legacy Edition. I've watched through all these films already. I own a couple of them, so we're going to trade this in. This trades in for £4. So in total, that is £15 on a voucher. I can get myself a game for that. So in theory, a £15 game that I'm going to get from CEX is going to have cost me just £6. And if somebody said, do you want to buy a Nintendo Switch game for £6? Yes, I would. We did pick up a Nintendo Switch game, and it was just a bit of a novelty. It was just there. I don't want it. But it was part of this, which I paid £1 for. And it is Trivial Pursuit on the Nintendo Switch. She did both of them for £1. I don't know if there's no disc inside of it. It's just a code, but I got it just in case I ever needed a case. So I did pick up a Nintendo Switch game. So unfortunately, these things happen at the car boot sale. I went through aisle after aisle after aisle, 3 different car boot sales, and I was just seeing the same old crap. It was a bit disheartening because in the queue, you're having a look around to see how many people are selling, and you see the same faces walking up and down, and they're buying the stuff, and it's not even opened yet. So I did make a comment and said, how do I get in there early to buy? And they said, oh no, you can't, there's no buying before it opens. And I was like, well, that person, how'd you get in there? So it is what it is. But yeah, I don't think they managed to pick up anything either. So I did hear some people in the queue saying like how it wasn't fair and the same people, but it is what it is. So let's get into the good stuff, the CEX win. So over the last couple of weeks, I've been trading in some of the games that I've got that I know I can replace for the Nintendo Switch. One of those games, reluctantly, that I did trade in, it wasn't on one of the videos because that's when the sound wasn't very good, and I traded in my copy on the Xbox One, which may have come as a surprise to you guys, but I just wanted this on the Switch, and it is. And this is a big shout out to Damien. You might see Damien in the comments. He loves G Unit. Big yourself up, Damien. He put in the comments about a month ago. I said, "What game should I pick up?" He said, "Pick up this," and it is the Street Fighter 30th anniversary. I traded my copy of this into CEX a couple of weeks ago because I knew I wanted to get it on the Nintendo Switch. This is an amazing game. It's got 12 different Street Fighters on it. My favorite is obviously Super Street Fighter and Street Fighter 2 Turbo. They're the originals, OG Street Fighters for me. That's what I grew up on. That's what made me love this franchise. So having this on the Nintendo Switch, I'm so happy to have this because at least I get to play all of my favorite Street Fighter games on one disc. So that's going over onto the flipping the Switch side, and that is what we're calling this challenge, flipping the Switch. Another couple of games. Now these next two games, you have got to be quick. If you want to buy these games in CEX, there is only one left of each of these games in CEX. One of them is £30, one of them is £45. We'll start with the £30 game, and it is a hack and slash game. It's I don't know if it's a remaster, but it's based on an original retro video game, and it is Slave 0X. I've seen the gameplay of this, and I've heard that it does get quite difficult towards the end. I'm under no illusions that I'm going to find this hard. I find a lot of games, unless they're platformers, hard. So I'm under no illusions of this, but the pixel art on this is incredible, and also I just love the box art on this. You've got him. I don't know if he's like a devil. Yeah, I'm not too sure, but he's got some like bullet holes in his face. Really nice box art on that. So again, there is only one of these left in stock. Come with a nice little booklet as well, so that was a win. So definitely get yourself CEX. There's only one left in stock, and this is another game. And if you watched my previous video on the bangers that I've added to the collection, I'll leave a link in the description. But my style of game is modern retro, 2D, 2.5D, or a remastered classic, and this is no exception. This is actually, no, it's not based, it's actually a sequel to the 1992 arcade shoot 'em up, and it is Andro Dunos 2. I don't need to really explain what this is. You pilot a plane, it's a shoot 'em up, you have to dodge the bullets, kill your enemies, and make your way to the end. £45. One of these is left in stock. If you want this game, go out and get it now before it is too late or the price increases. I've had my eye on this game for such a long time now, and to finally add it to the collection along with the other shmups that I have in the collection, really happy to add that. I'm going to pop it here, but you're not going to be able to see it. So what we'll do is we'll move it over here. And then finally, the final game that we picked up, and again, this has been on my list for a while, but because I was focusing on other consoles such as the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, I was neglecting this already sick Switch collection. And the game I've picked up is two games in one. It is a dungeon crawler in a retro style, and it is Enter and Exit the Gungeon. So Enter the Gungeon is a bullet hell dungeon crawler. You follow a band of misfits seeking to shoot, loot, dodge and table flip their way to a personal absolution by reaching the legendary Gungeon's ultimate treasure. And Exit the Gungeon is a bit of a spin-off of this. It's a dungeon climber, and it immediately follows the adventures of the misfit Gungeoners. So guys, there you have it. So from car boot bust to CEX win, I'm really happy with the way that my collection is now taking shape. If you are enjoying these pickups, I beg you, put some fire in the comments. I want to see flames, fire, 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 fire. So in the comments, just put loads of fire emojis, just so I know that you're enjoying these pickups. And if you are new to this channel and you want to see more of these bangers and you want to support this channel, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. Right, okay, now that bit's out of the way. What's coming up on the channel? A couple of updates from me. In my profile, it says I am a full-time collector, part-time reseller. Well, recently, I've done really well on the reselling side. So I'm going to do a little video on that, what I've sold, how much I've made, how I've done it. So we're going to have that. We're going to do an episode of, just out of my pure curiosity, I want to know how much this Nintendo Switch collection is worth. So we'll do a how much is my Nintendo Switch collection worth. And then we're going to be heading back to the car boots house. Hopefully we're going to be picking up more than that abysmal haul that we've had there. Yeah, so there you have it, guys. I have got on a voucher £59 left from my trip to Bishop Stortford, where I bought those Beats headphones. So I have £59 that's already being spent in my mind. And then we're going to trade this in for we're going to take the £15 on the voucher, and then we're going to look to build that voucher up again. So let me just explain to you how we're going to do this. We're going to go to the car boots house at this weekend with a budget of just £40. We're going to take that £40 and we're going to see how far we can stretch it. So guys, let me know in the comments, what game should I go after, but make sure you're putting that fire. So guys, I've been Chris. This is Retro Smash TV. How'd you like the new logo? Let me know in the comments and I will see you in another one. Take care.